Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report on Channels Television, where your photos and videos are recorded, the needed attention to make the desired impact. So keep uploading them to the Eyewitness platform via the Channels TV app. On the program today, Ibafo, Mowe communities want and they seek answers and more light on why they are still in darkness. Road and drainage construction in Orimerumu community allegedly puts lives and property in harm's way. Apapa Bridge experiences a breath of fresh air as stakeholders step in to control the gridlock there. These and more on Eyewitness Report. I'm Chris Elems. Close to 1 year, communities around Magboro, Mowe, Ibafo celebrated their return to the national grid. Meanwhile, a number of residents still feel they've been sidelined as they barely have power supply, yet bills keep piling. They want to know why the Kobakpe substation has not yet been deployed for use. Another meeting by various CDA leaders in Mowe Ibafo is ongoing to discuss ways of dealing with the challenges they are faced with, especially that of power supply. The last time they had this meeting, it was to celebrate the return of power supply to their locality after several years of blackout. It turns out that some of the exits had supply, while a greater number of them do not. And they want explanation on why they are still being sent bills when they barely get power supply.
Well, the issue is that we find it very difficult to even know what to believe. And it's not now, it's been on for almost 5-6 years now. You have this promise that light is coming from Shagamu. For 2.5 years after, there was no light in Mowe. The next one we have was that this one that is coming from Okearu. Suddenly, the thing got to some kilometers before Mowe, and the thing was stopped. So we continue with the sovereign. Later, we heard there was a project at Kobakpe, that's just before Abeokuta. That one is specifically made for Mowe. We go there, we are informed that this project is ready, that it needs commissioning. We are talking about almost about 7 months ago now. The story we are having now is that the thing has been completed, but the contractor that is handling it refused to release it. So the issue is you keep on hearing one story or the other, one promise or the other, and at the end of the day, there is no light to show for it.
Bills we have been having for so many years, they are estimated bills. For instance, my own is over 70,000 plus, of which I did not consume. That is just the brief summary of the whole thing. And we just have, I implore the IBDEC, who is in charge, and the federal government, to come to our aid. The heat is too much. Many of the people here, the inhabitants, we have died because of this heat.
Let the government know that they are changing us. And there is another thing I want to add to read, my brother. They asked us to do enumeration, so that they can be giving us bill. Over 4,000 population of people using electricity in this place have already given them their name. And we pay 3,000 naira for registration. We asked them that the registration is supposed to be free. Because I don't know, they want to sell market for us. They will still want us to come and pay for registered. I don't know where they did such a thing in the world. That you want to sell something for me, then you ask me to pay and register from you before you give me the services. I don't know where it's happening in the world. So it's only in Mowe area here. We are the fact they look at us as if we are not educated or we are moron. But we want the government to come to our aid. That what we don't use is what they are giving us.
Most shops in this locality are shut as the economy of the area gets badly affected. For a few shop owners that have stayed back, it's pretty expensive running their businesses.
I tell you that I ask my people to be recorded the numbers of hours they have per day. In January, it was a 0. In February, we have 32 hours. In the whole of March, as of today, we have no light at all. We have never even had any supply this month. And of course, I mean, without saying it, you know how it will affect the economic activities of my people.
It affects our business because we buy it much bulk just to satisfy the needs and wants of our customers. Actually, the fridges we have are from different companies, but due to the lights, we've not been able to use any of them. They are inside hot, and it's rendered useless because there is no light.
By giving us the low current, they might bring it once in a month, and I normally experience something that maybe ending of the month, like 31st, 30. So they'll bring the light permanently, they'll leave it till the next day, and that's how they just bring the light.
We undertook a visit to the new Abeokuta 132 kVA substation in Kobakpe to see if we could glean any information on its status. We couldn't get the needed information on the project, which the people of Mowe and Ibafo have hinged their hope on.
I want to ask Ministry of Power a question. What is delaying Kobakpe to be energizing? I could also recollect that contractor had in Kobakpe a lot already with him. That if it is proper for Ministry of Power to do something quickly so that Kobakpe can be energizing. The community here from Mowe down are ready to assist in form of mobilizing our people. If it is a manual labor, we are ready to do it so that this thing can be on.
We thank God the Okaro substation is working, but considering the population is grossly inadequate, and we just need the Kobakpe substation to be put in place, and by the grace of God that project has been completed since June last year. I was there personally, not that they told me, and it's only for the contractor to hand over. So we are just appealing to the federal government and our honorable minister to give the presidential order so that this project can be handed over.
As events unfold, we promise to bring you more information. But for now, these Ibafo and Mowe residents would be delighted not only to be satisfied with adequate supply, but to also have their power consumption appropriately measured and billed.